Hey, what's going on, NFT fam? We are here today to talk about Twitter Spaces, making your art come alive. So again, NFT Art Galaxy, bringing you everything and anything that I can find out there in the NFT universe, trying to help elevate all of us one person at a time. So this is really exciting for me because I just started joining Twitter Spaces, and that's kind of how I started making these videos. Um, Told the story a couple of times, met Hamburger Pimp on his spaces, and met D4, and I met Dale and a couple other people, and their art just came alive to me, knowing and finding out their story. And I kind of alluded to, imagine if Van Gogh or Picasso or Warhol or whomever was on a Twitter space with you, like if they had that, how like wild would that be? And I believe that there are the next great artists that are amongst us here in the NFT space. So it's cool to actually hear the story, why they do the art, what's the story behind it, what inspires them, etc. So Twitter Spaces, if you haven't done it, get involved. There's one here coming up at 11 a.m. that just started, and I'm going to join that. May do it live here, not too sure. But this is from last night's Twitter Space. We spoke and talked to a bunch of different people, and wow, it was kind of amazing. And so I was on the three spaces yesterday. One was for NFT photos, which was pretty amazing. And then Frida Jenner at Algo RANDD. She had a space as well, so we were kind of talking and jamming for a while. And that's kind of where I met Algo League. I did purchase one of his tokens. As a very cool story about what he's doing there. And we were on for about an hour or so, and then um, Frida had a drop off, and the space ended because if you're the host, it just ends. But then Shane went ahead and started another space where we probably had 25, 35, 40 people throughout the night. And here are some of the artists that were speaking and kind of heard the story. And I bought some of the art site. I kind of go in the Twitter space, and I kind of stalk people while they're on there, because you can kind of see what their artwork is, and if they're talking and something moves me and touches me, I'm gonna purchase it. So Buddy was there. It's Buddy Man. I went and I bought a 000 of his. Um, and they're 39 out of 39, right? So no one usually buys those, but he kind of had a story. It's the beginning of his project, right? So something special there. I alluded to kind of Hamburger Pimp created, I believe, 100 packages of ground beef when he first started, because he wasn't sure how the whole process works. So kind of got one of those two a while ago. And then, I got a trinket, heard some stories about trinkets. We heard from Algorithms, who's doing uh, NFTs in his classroom, right? He's an educator, and it's teaching kids all about that. So just some amazing stories. So we were talking about Algorithms. He was telling us, getting us stoked. This is his AB from last night. I don't know how easy it is for you to see, but he had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 sales. Kind of blew out his whole entire project right there on the call. So I mean, that's how powerful it is when you actually, if I saw Algorithm, I mean, I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's fancy. But I might not pull the trigger. But after hearing him, I picked up, I think, 3 or 4 myself, and I couldn't even pick up anymore because everybody was purchasing them. Um, Another really cool story was Algo Photos. He has a new drop, a new mint, a new project called Trinkets, and the trinkets are basically family heirlooms. That kind of he treasures. So I was hearing him talk. You hear 516 is the time. 516. I'm already on his AB, checking out what his collection's about, and I purchased it. And then another part of Spaces is you can actually put a tweet out there or a link to something that you want to show the group. So really awesome, very interactive, really makes things come to life. Don't want to belabor the point, but here's spoils of forever. I mean, this is amazing art from Crypto Shane's been in the space for 3 days here, I think formerly at ETH, but kind of dove right in. Not usually, he does not usually like to speak and talk about his art and what it means to him, and kind of why he does what he does and how he does it. It was amazing. I went there, and that just kind of spoke to me, and purchased that, really, really quickly. Others, DK New York, another gentleman, he takes pictures. He kind of works on different construction sites in the city, and he kind of has a lotus flower. I think that's the flower he kind of puts in some of his art. Um, Pretty amazing, right? I kind of heard him first on the photo spaces, and then heard him again when he came to the space that Shane started to hold. And the photo one, I was kind of looking at him, and then when he spoke again, I just had to have a couple pieces. Really interesting. Actually, I think I have three. I think I bought a refrigerator as well, which had a pretty cool backstory that I was able to ask him on the space. That's how powerful it is. Um, some of my guys that I've been following and buying things, I've never heard their voices before, DM conversations and stuff. And Kira the Nomad, he kind of came out and just talked about his work. You see the books that he's doing here on the right, and then the NFT art that he spends, countless hours putting together. Pretty amazing stuff. But never heard him. I mean, now it just means even more being able to again hear the voice, the story. BYHZ, he came up and spoke too. Doesn't like to speak, right? He doesn't like to come out, and he might be uncomfortable, have reservations of speaking. But the point is that the Twitter space is from around the world, right? People are coming in from Japan, Indonesia, um, all sorts of different places, and they're trying to speak a second language to talk about their art, and it's just very, very exciting to me. And I just really want you guys to utilize this and join these spaces, because it's just amazing to me. So anyway, that's all I got here. Just really wanted to again get you to Twitter Spaces. There's some spaces going on, right now, which is the NFT Motivator NFT Coffee Club, which I'm going to join. But thanks again. Any feedback, please, like the video, share the video, and as always, man, keep moving, keep plugging along, keep doing what you're doing, and be you in this space. Do your art. All right. Talk soon.